Hello, good morning. This is Marlene Dinarius here from Latinum. You can find me at latinum.org.uk or Latinum at Patreon. There's some links below this video. We are looking at the Janua Linguarum Reserata of John Amos Comenius, chapter 1, paragraph 7. I'm going to translate the Latin and the English because the English is very old, from the 17th century, and it needs some work to make it comprehensible. Quic quid conspexerimus, whatsoever, in other words, anything, we will see, or behold in the Old English. Inquam, I say. Nominabo tibi, I will name it to you. We would say, I will name it for you. It looks like the older English, as he was closer to the Latin. Nominabo tibi. Et describam, and I will describe, or in the Old English, I will set down. Primo, first. Rem totam, the thing completely, the thing in whole. Ut scias, that you may know. Quid sit, what it is, or what 'tis, in the Old English, with an elision there, what 'tis. Tum, then. Partes eus, its parts. Ut intelligas, that you may understand. Quid habeat, what it may have, or what it hath in it, in the Old English. In other words, the ambit of the vocabulary term. So we have a major category and under it subcategories. Demum, lastly, differentias ilius, the differences of it, the fine distinguishing factors. Ut tibi notescat, that you may be acquainted, that you may know. Quod modis aliquid sit, what several manners anything is, in other words, how it presents itself in the world. Faciat, it acts. Deficiat, or it does not act, the things it lacks. Et, and, quomodo id latine sit efferendum propriae, and how it is properly to be expressed in Latin. Et quomodo id latine sit efferendum propriae. Paragraph 8. Eia. Come on then. Eia. Prodiamus sub dium. Let us go out abroad. Let us go out in the daylight. Let us go out into the world at large. Ibi, there, contemplabris, you shall contemplate, you shall survey with your eyes. Quic quid Deus, that which or whatsoever God, ab initio, from the very beginning, produxit, produced. And here a bit of philosophy. Not every Christian philosopher agreed with the way it was understood by Comenius, but this is how he understood it. Et ad hoc, and doth still, and until now, operatur per naturam, and does still work by nature. So this is the clockwork idea of the world, that God created it, set it all in motion, and then the laws of nature then take over, and everything is run according to the laws of nature. A very Newtonian idea of the world. Paragraph 9. Post, afterwards. Adibimus, we will go. Villas, to villages or to villas. Opificinas, shops or offices. Scholas, schools. Ubi conspicies, where you will take notice, where you will see, where you will observe. Quomodo homines, In what manner, how, in other words, people, tum accommodent divina illa opera, after what way they well fit those works, those divine works, in other words, how they accommodate those divine works, we would say in our modern English, usibus suis, to their own uses. Tum erudiant se ipsos, and then breed up themselves, in other words, educate themselves, in artibus, in arts, that's trades, moribus, manners, in other words, human behavior, linguis, languages. Paragraph 10. De hinc, from there, or thence in the Old English, intrabimus, we will enter, domos, houses, curias, courts, principumque aulas, the halls of princes, ad spectandum, to view, to see, qualiter gerantur communitates, how communities are managed, or corporations in the sense of a city corporation. There are not many of those left anymore in the world. There's still the Corporation of London in England, but most cities are no longer corporations as they were at the time of Comenius. And the final paragraph in this section, paragraph 11, tandem, in the end, at length, visitabimus templa, we will visit the temples. Ubi observabis, there you shall observe. Quam, in what way, diverse, differently, mortales quaerant venerare creatorem suum, how in various ways people seek to worship their Creator. Illique uniri, and to be united to Him spiritualiter, spiritually. Et quomodo, and how, rursum, again, ille moderetur, he moderates, he rules, omnia, all things, per omnipotentiam suam, by his omnipotence, by his almighty power. So that's it for this part of the introduction, and Comenius is laying out his vision of the world in brief and his philosophy of the world as well. And we will continue on in a further video. You can find my Latin courses and resources at latinum.org.uk, or you can find me at Patreon and subscribe there, and that will be a great help to me. And you also get access to my Latin courses and resources if you do that. Bye.